Hi everyone, it is Fitz with the Daily Delivery. Hope you're doing well. I am good. It got to 90 on Sunday in Kansas. It's 90. We're just going to skip spring. We're going to plunge right into summer. This state. Hey, I'm going to talk about the transfer portal today and some of the things you need to understand about how the portal works. Not the actual functioning of the portal, but how it impacts you as a fan and an observer. Some of the things you need to keep in mind when you're absorbing information being reported, whether from news sources or just, people putting information out there. It's just a guideline. I'm thinking about doing a little book, a little handy book for you. No, I'm not. Hey, first a reminder, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the thumbs up, leave those comments, much appreciated. We're sponsored by Mailreg Golf Clothing. They just released some pocket polos over the weekend. I'm not a big fan of the pocket polo, but maybe you are. They're kind of cool. Solid colors for now. Nice, even a lavender pocket polo. On with the DD. Check out the link in the story. The transfer portal for football opens on Tuesday, April 16th. There's some people have got it. I said initially is the 15th. That's what I was told. It's not. It's the 16th. I went and checked it. So yes, it's Tuesday, April 16th. The portal opens for football. So here's some things to keep in mind. A kid can list their schools that they're interested in. These are my 5 schools. And those are his schools. They may not necessarily be the schools that are really interested in him. You see, a lot of schools, and I think K-State's doing it, but this is just general, are getting a little bit more advanced with their offers. They're kind of putting an offer out there, and then, they go back and do further evaluation and kind of go, maybe not. But those kids still think they have an offer and will list a school. They're not always right. Keep in mind, sometimes the kids are also listing schools that make them sound more valuable than they actually are. Yeah, it's a kind of neat little trick. Alabama and Ohio State want me, so Troy, you better extend that NIL deal. Anyhow, just be leery of some of the information. Also, another trick that's emerged are coaches are actually leaking false information about the goings-on of other coaches in the portal, that someone's going to commit to them, and you don't want to go there because this player's going to commit. And they actually leak it and it gets out that the school is recruiting someone that they're not, all to win a separate battle with a different player that would be discouraged from going to that school. Yep, dirty tricks. You leave it to college coaches, they'll come up with it. So keep that in mind, is that some of the information you see out there might be completely fabricated for a reason you don't understand. It's supposed to have an effect on a completely different player. And also keep this in mind. Coaches don't know what's going on. Players tell coaches things that sound like a commitment, but it isn't. We've seen this happen. Coaches get all fired up. They think they're going to get a guy, and this guy turns around and pledges his services to someone else. It's part of the NIL, but also kids just tell you what you want to hear sometimes. And that's sometimes why it's good to get a reporter to call them, because we don't want to hear anything in particular. We just want to know what they're saying. So keep that in mind. Also, the players don't always know what they're doing. And they'll commit to someone, they'll go to those schools, and as long as they don't enroll in class, they can bail out and go to a different school. K-State's benefited from that in basketball. 2 late signings where kids that were at other schools had made that decision a month or 2 at that school, and then, nope, we're out, we're going to K-State. So the portal's chaos, whether it's basketball or football. We've been hearing a lot about football is going to be a mess. I don't know. We'll see what happens. K-State is looking for an offensive lineman in the portal, for example, but we don't know that it's a tackle. I don't know that necessarily it's a tackle. It's probably someone that can play a bunch of positions. Just keep your eyes open. Use those senses up there, because a lot of nonsense is going to be going on in this portal session for football. It's going to be a mess. So try to enjoy it. I mean, look, we all slow down for the car accident, don't we? Just slow down and observe it a little bit. That was a long way to say don't listen to everything you hear.